Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to All Praise Picks. Today we're looking at the WNBA. We got the Los Angeles Sparks playing against the New York Liberty in New York on June 20th, 2024. So the Sparks currently are 4-11, which is fifth place in the Western Conference, and the Liberty are 12-3, which is second place in the Eastern Conference. But the Sparks did just lose their rookie Cameron Brink to a torn ACL, who's one of the top rookies in this year's draft class, alongside Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. So it's an unfortunate loss for the Sparks, and being on the road against one of the top teams in the WNBA does not help. So I have one parlay for you guys on BetMGM. As always, I'll break down the lines, give you my thoughts, and hopefully if you tap in, we can all win. So this is the parlay that I have. It's a plus 120 parlay, and there are 8 legs, so I'll break down each of the legs and give you my thoughts on them. So the first 2 legs, I have the Liberty winning by 5 and scoring over 81 points in the game. I think that offensively, it's just a complete mismatch. The Liberty on the season are the number 1 offense compared to the Sparks, who are the number 10 offense. And then when you look into their defensive numbers, the Liberty are number 4 overall, and the Sparks are 8th, with a net rating of 10 for the Sparks, and the Liberty have a net rating of 3rd in the league in terms of their combined offense and defense. So I think that the Liberty in this game will be able to win by at least 5 points and should be able to score 80 points. So the Liberty are 6-2 to the over when playing at home as double-digit favorites. And essentially what that means is that in the 8 games that they have played at home as double-digit favorites, which is true in this game, I believe that they're a 14-point favorite at the time of recording this video. And in those instances, they've won 6 out of the 8 times that they've been double-digit favorites. So I think that they'll be able to win this game, and they should be able to win it by at least 5 points. But they've also scored over 90 points in their last 3 games and over 80 in their last 5 games at home. So I do think that over 81 points should be attainable for them as well. So the next line is for Breanna Stewart to have over 15 combined points and assists. And on the season, she's averaging 19.2 points and 3.6 assists. And I think that the loss of Cameron Brink, as I mentioned before, will lead to a mismatch defensively between the Sparks and Stewart, who's a veteran and a future Hall of Famer in the WNBA, in my opinion. She also has gone over this 15-plus points and assist line in the last 12 games that she's played. And I think that her streak should continue in this game as the Liberty go at the Sparks through Stewart in the paint and in the post. And I think that'll just lead to free throw opportunities, and she should be able to get a few assists as well throughout the game. The next one I have is for Sabrina Ionescu to have 25-plus points, rebounds, and assists. On the season, she's averaging 17.7 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 6.1 assists. And she's gone over this 15-plus PRA mark in her last 8 of her last 9 games. And I think that she just plays much better at home. And as I mentioned before, the loss of Cameron Brink, who was playing very well defensively as a rookie. I think she had averaged just over 1 steal and just over 2 blocks per game, which is pretty good, especially within the WNBA. So without her being on the court, I think that Stewart and Ionescu should be able to just run their offense as they want to, and I think that Ionescu should be able to get 25 plus points, rebounds, and assists. In the next 2 lines, I have Jaquel Jones getting over 10 points and over 4 rebounds. So far this season, she's averaged 16.8 points and 8.5 rebounds. And in her last 5 games, she's had over 10 plus points, and she's also had over 10 plus points in her last 8 of her last 9 games. So I do think that the point mark for this game should be easy for her to reach as well. And in terms of her rebounds, she's had over 4 rebounds in every game this season. So I think that will just be something that shouldn't really be worried about in terms of the rebounds. The Sparks offense is also one of the lower ranked in the WNBA, ranking 10th, as I mentioned. So I think that her rebound chances should definitely be there. And I think that Miss Jones should be able to get her 4 rebounds and 10 plus points. So these last 2 lines are for players on the Sparks. Derica Hamby, I think that she should get over 15 plus points and rebounds. On the season, she's averaged 18.3 points, 10.7 rebounds, and 3.6 assists. And she's gone over 15 points and rebounds combined in 14 of her last 15 games. So I do think that she should have an added role with Brink unfortunately being out for the season, and I think that the Sparks would rely on Hamby for her points and rebounds in this game. And then the last one I have Ari McDonald to have over 8 points in the game. She's gone over 10 points in her last 5 games, and I think, as I mentioned, similar to Hamby, she should have added playing time and a bigger role within the offense because of Brink being out for the season. So I do think that she should have an increased chance for points and assists, but I lean towards her points because they've been more consistent overall in the last 5 games. So yeah, at plus 120, if you bet 1 unit, saying 1 unit, for example, is $100, you get 120% return on your investment, which is more than double and is great. But I would just advise you guys to have financial consciousness and overall just betting awareness of your bankroll and how much you're willing to put into it when making your decisions. But appreciate you guys for watching. This is my first of many WNBA videos to come. And until next time, peace out.